And welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. First of all, thanks to all the new followers, and thank you all for the comments that you've been giving me, especially to the ones that are already in the game, you know, that are already HGV drivers, you know, boosting my confidence there, telling me, you know, don't give up. Yeah, it feels like shit when you fail. Don't give up, you know, you will get there in the end. So yeah, I needed that. I really needed that, and I appreciate it. You know, I do appreciate it, because it does seriously rock your confidence when you fail. It really does rock your confidence. But you know, you've got to dust yourself off, haven't you, and you know, pick yourself up a little bit. So anyways, starting my training again today. Can't wait. Yeah, a little bit excited, a little bit scared, because obviously still feel a little bit oh shit from the fail. So you know, I'm eager to see what today brings. The test has changed now. It used to be that you could do your reverse on the test. Now it's changed. Now I'm actually going to have to do the reverse in the compound where I'm doing my training. What's basically going to happen is I'm going to get a 4-hour lesson. I think it's a 4-hour lesson. And on that 4-hour lesson, I'm going to learn to do, you know, the reversing, including the blind side, I'm assuming, I'm hoping. Because I don't just want to do one way and then all of a sudden find out, you know, you just cut me up there, pal. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, be nice. Be nice. Anyway, yeah, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to learn the blind side as well, which I'm a little bit worried about, because I've watched loads of YouTube videos on the reversing and how hard it is. So yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see. How hard can it be? I'm just kidding. I'm not even going there with that. But yeah, thank you for all the comments and all the support. It is appreciated, and I'm sorry it's taken so long to get another video, but I didn't want to just throw in bits of my life, you know what I mean, or you know, I'm out there, I'm doing this, because you know, it's not that kind of channel really, is it? It's a HGV channel, or it's me trying to go through the HGV training. A lot's happened since the last video. It knocks my confidence that much that I can't really speak about that, about what happened at the moment, but I will do. You know, I most definitely will do at some point. I just don't want to sit there and, how can I put it, grind anybody's balls at the moment. Everything I had has gone into this training and trying to get this new career. So, you know, I've got the email from my fail. So if I can get through today, let's not use the word if, let's do the positive thing, yeah. Let's keep negativity out of there. Let's keep negativity out of there. When I've passed today, or when I've got through today, I can show them this printout from what I failed on and the marks I was getting, and I can turn around and say to them, here, you know, I spent a week being told I was going to smash it, and I didn't do anything different, and all these things happened. Let's make sure that they don't happen again, please. Let's make sure that you brush me up on all these things. You know what I mean? Let's make sure that everything's ironed out before my next test, because I can't really afford a next test. And I'm not going to go into oh poor me, because that's not who I am. I'm taking my test at a different test centre. Yeah, a lot of people got back to me and turned around and said the test centre I was at was one of the hardest to pass in a north. So I kind of kicked up a stink and said, look, I don't want to do that test centre now. You know, I know that if you can drive, listen, I know if you can drive anywhere. But that just rocked my confidence a little bit. When I go into things, I go into it like a bull in a china shop. You know, and I try my hardest to get things done. But having that thought in the back of your head all the time, going, oh, it's going to be, you know, this. It wasn't just one person either. It was like a lot of people, you know. It wasn't just one person. If it was just one or two people, then yeah, I would have said, ah, sweet, mate. You know, don't worry about it. But, you know, a lot of people. It was a lot of people. So that just, you know, when you've always got that in the back of your mind, you're setting yourself up for the fail. So I've changed now to a different test centre. Still at the same training school. I've decided to do my class 1 anyway, because if I get my class 1, doesn't mean to say that I have to go straight out there working in the class 1. You know, if I don't feel comfortable, if I get through the test and I don't feel comfortable, I will sit there and work in a class 2. I've already had 20 hours in a class 2. You know, and you know, if I don't feel, like I said, if I don't feel comfortable in the articulated and I get through the test, I can still just sit there and do me time in a class 2, sorry. So that's where my head's at the moment. I'd rather sit there and get both the licenses and have the option in one go than just get the one and then be stuck there until I'm ready to sit there and do the change, or I can afford it again. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with that at the moment. I feel like I'm ready to move on. If I get through this today, once I come back, I've got the email with the stuff I was failing on my last test, so I'll pass that over to the main instructor and turn around and say, listen, this can't happen again. You know, I've put all my eggs in this basket. I really need to sit there and get through this test. It's as simple as that. I need this career start. I need to get doing it. I can't afford to come back and have another test. I just can't do that. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'll let you know how it went on the way back. Cheers for tuning in. Right, sorry about the light. I'm actually driving back home now. It's been an eventful day, long day. Been a real learning curve and a real eye opener, and thank God for the eye opener. You know, thank God. You know, you can sit there and you can watch this stuff on YouTube all you want, and you can sit there and you can watch what you want. You can listen to whoever ranting on about, you know, it's this and it's that, and you can just do this, you can just do that. But until you actually sat there in the seat and you're doing it yourself, you've really got no idea. It's like me now, you know, I was under no illusion that it was going to be easy, you know. But, you know, you always have that thing in the back of your head thinking, you know, oh, I've seen this guy doing it on YouTube. Instead, you know, maybe it won't be so bad. Fact of the matter is it's not that easy, and it took me a while. Sometimes I got it bang on, other times I didn't. Clutch is sticking again. Yeah, sometimes I got it bang on, other times I didn't. Sometimes I overshot it too much, and that was me just going a little bit too fast, not turning fast enough, or just basically messing things up myself, overthinking, overcompensating when I shouldn't have. The bones of it is I passed it, and I've now got that certificate for 6 months. Comparing it to the other test, yeah, it was exactly the same. It was similar, very similar. I couldn't, you know, I wouldn't have been able to distinguish if it was actually done DVLA with the actual test centre. I wouldn't have been able to distinguish between the two. You know, the instructor he was on point. He was on point, you know. The examiner was, well, he was an examiner. You know what I mean? He was an examiner. He was watching to see if I messed up. If I would have messed up, then he would have marked me on it. You know what I mean? Would have had me for it. So yeah, just the same. The only difference is I didn't actually drive to the place to go and do it, and then, you know, and then have to come back to the yard. It was all just done in the same yard. But yeah, real eye-opener for me. Kind of scary at the same time, if I'm absolutely brutally honest, because I'm not gonna lie, the thought of doing that down little narrow country lanes that I used to ride down on my motorbike, I mean, going down somewhere and just, you know, realising that I've got to back up is really scary. That's a really scary thought. Brutally scary thought. I've got nothing but respect now for you guys that are already out there doing it. You know, your skills, you don't realise until you're in the seat. Yeah. Like I said, you can watch as much YouTube as you want, but you don't realise until you're sat in that seat exactly what being in that seat's all about. It's good. It's good, and at the same, it's challenging, definitely challenging. And you know, it's very easy to sit there and panic and overthink things. I'm not gonna lie, before I get a job, I'm definitely going to sit there and have a word with the employer and turn around and say, listen, can you just loan me a truck for a bit and let me sit on a yard for a bit and have a play and make sure that I've got that reversing down to a fine art, because I don't want to be just thrown straight into a truck and then, you know, I'd get through it at the end. You know, I'd get out of the situation, but it'd be very difficult if I was like down some country lane somewhere. I took a wrong turn and all of a sudden I've got to sit there and back out down a country lane. That is going to take some skill, I ain't going to lie. And I think 4 hours reversing really isn't enough. For some people, maybe. If you've like driven around with a trailer, you know, or a caravan or something, then yeah, maybe. But if you've never had no experience with that, 4 hours, I don't think 4 hours is going to set you up enough for being on the road. I really don't. You know, I passed, and it was like, you know, there was no difference to what I was doing today than what I did for my original test, the one that I failed. You know, it was still felt very clinical. Was watched, was definitely scrutinised. You know, my examiner was and did very much feel like an examiner. In fact, to the point where I'm actually sweating. You know, I was sweating, hoping that I was gonna smash it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got through it. I've now got this certificate. For 6 months. I've got to provide this with me when I go for my test, for my actual test. I've got some lessons coming up first for the actual driving, which I can't wait to get out and about on the road in the class 1, because at the end of the day, that's been my dream from the start. I've never really, I wasn't really interested in the class 2, but I would have done, you know, if I would have had to have gone down that road, I would have gone down that road in order to get it. But yeah, anyway, result part 1 done. hopefully I can get through the actual test. I did mess up big time. I forgot to take my license. Yeah. Forgot to take my license. My license I've put in this little case. Can't really see it, but I've got my license in this little case here with all my other cards and stuff. And instead of picking this up, I picked up my glasses case. I don't know whether that was nerves or, you know, I don't really know why I did that, but I had to phone up my nephew and get my nephew to come and bring it, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it. Anyway, guys, I'm feeling kind of peckish now because I didn't really have anything before I went out. Well, I had a sandwich, but it was not a lot considering the time's now like 7 o'clock. So I'm going to go in. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the new subs. I appreciate it. And thank you for all the positive comments again. It meant a lot. You know, it meant a heck of a lot. So stay tuned for the next one, which is this. You know, I've got this now. Stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see if we can't get through the next stage, and then hopefully start working. What? Anyway, take it easy, guys, and peace.